So this is Julie Armstrong from Oakville, and you're a cyclist and a jeweler, right?
Yeah, accessory designer. Yeah.
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 And you go under Softee Toughee Creation, so I want to know how you got that name.
I knew you'd ask that. It's actually part of my personality. Most of my friends are going to be shaking their heads yes, but I walk around baseball caps, ripped jeans most of the time, work boots. It's just that's my comfortable side, and ever since I started creating the jewelry, it's kind of brought that little bit of soft side out in me too. So
Makes total sense.
It's kind of shows in my work and the different creations that I do as well.
I love it, and I was eyeing your work, and then we started talking about cycling. So is there any way those two tie in together?
Yes. So a couple of years ago, I needed a big change in my life. Just
Why?
That's a whole other show.
Well, okay, no.
You can
So
tell us.
I was bored. I was bored with my life, and I just needed to do something. So I taught myself how to cycle and get on a road bike. And as you know, doing 600 kilometers takes a toll on your bike, and you have to get it maintained a lot. So I'd get a lot of spare parts back from the bike shops. And I'm like, what do I do with this?
You mean from your repair?
Yeah, the
Here's your
repairs
old
for the
thing,
chain,
right?
and like they
Yeah.
throw it in a bag, and
here you go.
just kind of I throw it in the corner, and it just sits there, and so it started adding up a little bit. And as I do at night, when you were talking earlier about the 3 o'clock in the morning, something just kind of sparked in me, and going, what can I use this? There's something I can do with it, and I was doing a fundraiser for the bike ride from Toronto to Montreal, and I'm like, well, maybe I can create, because I love recycled art. I absolutely there's something in it. You have somebody else's energy in it, and so I kind of just started playing around.
I love it.
Started creating,
You kind of do a similar type thing.
Yeah, I upcycle a lot. I like broken technology and machines, and like you said, and it's nice because you meet people through it, I'm sure, and like people now show up at my door with piles of things, and it's really exciting.
Oh, that's great.
But that necklace is talking to me, so maybe we can look
here,
online.
I could throw it right. I'll just
But I want to touch it, because then
you
we
touch
feel
it.
the vibration.
You can have that one. That's
I
actually,
love it.
What?
That's fabulous.
Here, let me. Whenever you're done, I'll hold it up to the camera.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna hold it up like this because I'm black. It might show
up a little bit.
Or we'll do a little bit of
so
this.
Those are bike parts, right?
Tell us what this one is.
So that's every bike chain only has 4 parts to it. So when you take it apart, so that's just the little round ones are the centerpiece of the chain, and then so you can just create whatever, just sit at home and play around with the different
new
pieces
patterns and
new
different
patterns
ways of hanging it.
Yeah, that one is kind of one of my teammates in California. She just loved it, and I had the arms down. She said, no, you know what, let's do united, something united. Put the arms up and reach the sky, and just sky's the limit. So
it's relevant all the time,
isn't it?
Right?
Isn't it?
And it's an old piece that's continuing to live. It might have to come home with me.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's just, you don't know. I mean, a 6-year-old could have used that chain.
Exactly.
Or someone like myself who was struggling in life, and just the energy and that feeling every time I work with a piece of bicycle chain, it just kind of brings that inspiration. So it's
absolutely,
really,
and I can relate to everything you're saying, which is why it makes it that much more powerful. It's a fabulous piece. I love it.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any bike questions, since you're
So is all your stuff made with bike parts?
Bicycle chain?
Yeah.
No, I actually have. I'm starting with wire. I can't say. I'm still so attracted to the bicycle chain because there's so many different designs. I do cracked marble with wire.
What's cracked marble?
Cracked marble is you take actual marbles and you can put it in boiling hot water and and then put it in the freezer, and it has that cracked effect.
I love it.
What?
So,
Can we see it on the website? I want to see some of these.
There should be a picture up there.
Because you shouldn't wreck marbles.
Okay, let's
they're
hear
valuable.
this.
They're not wrecked. They're just shifted. They're recycled.
Okay, here we go. This is some of your stuff here we're seeing on the screen. If there's anything you want to talk about as we click through, where can we go see the marbles?
It's down there somewhere. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's. Oh, keep going a little bit. Oh.
There they are. No?
While we're
You know what, there's
looking, if
somewhere
I
on
can
there.
ask,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see that, you focus on accessories. That's kind of
Yeah.
what I do as well, but I also like to focus on larger pieces, whether it's scrap metal or wall art, just visual art. Have you thought about expanding? Because you seem to have such a connection to the pieces, and you're talking about experimenting with other things. Have you
Right.
thought about the
Working
bike
with
parts?
the metals and the different parts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually, you'll see it at the show on Raw. I took the bicycle rims and I've changed them, so that's going to be my display.
Awesome.
Just different colors with the bicycle rims. People are asking me to do furniture for them now, like bookend pieces
Yes.
with different parts. I Working with different metals is really interesting, and I've spent hundreds of hours trying to figure out which metals to work with, what works for me. So, yeah, just throwing it out
Exciting.
there, and yeah,
I do want to come and see it in person. The show's
I'll be
getting more and more
excited.
exciting.
It is.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing the different type of artists that are
Yes.
there. You used the word eclectic earlier,
Yes.
and the energy is just phenomenal. So it's
Have you done it before? Is this your first experience?
very first show.
Amazing.
Very
So
first
we'll
show.
see where maybe your next one is, because what's fabulous about Raw is that when you do the first one within the next year, you can pick any location.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anywhere
she's going to go to
that they do.
Montreal. So if you
I'll
get
go to
Montreal
the
show,
Montreal show
I'm
in
thinking
April.
of doing Ottawa. I was thinking of doing
When is the Ottawa show?
I believe it's in April as well, at the beginning of April.
is that too early to ride your bike there?
With all your gear, yeah.
With my snowsuit, maybe a little bit, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I'm looking for a partner to go to
that'd
Montreal
be
with,
fantastic.
so
We'll
we should talk.
Absolutely, we'll
Sounds
hook up. We'll
amazing.
see you at the show next week.
I'm going to
and
definitely do my best to be there.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah, it starts at 7 o'clock, so
Awesome.
great entertainment and everything.
Tell us more. What else do we need to know?
Tell you more. Jeez, you gotta give me a little bit.
What's
Let me know.
Just-
What else is this
like,
kind of what
do
you're
you want to
doing?
know about me or do my pieces?
Well,
or,
whatever you want to share with us that's related, I guess. Like, so you've been doing this for a couple of years now. Is this what you're focusing on full time? Do you have other projects? Or where do you see this going?
You know, that was one question I thought you might ask, so I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, sky's the limit. As a woman and an artist, I am open to everything and anything.
Love it.
I'm doing another bike ride with Pride Ride. It's a group of 9 of us from, again, Toronto to Ottawa to Montreal this year, 6 days. And during that time of training, my spare time is when I start creating, because you come home after biking for 8 hours and you just have that pumped and you're just that spark and that energy. So my house is a little small right now to create the big things, and I'm moving in a couple of months, so I'm hoping to have more of the space in the garage to start working and creating. I'd like to do something that you can hang on the wall and somebody can hold. So
I can see it
would
for
those be
some reason.
paintings, or would
Like
they
visual
be
no, like
art,
3D art,
installations.
like
Sculpture-y,
sculpture-y kind of
using the bike
recycled.
stuff?
Yeah.
And
So like scrap metal art, let's call it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the different pieces.
I
Scrap
see a
metal art.
collaboration coming here at some point, because
Hey.
we have a similar interest in vibration, and it seems like we're kind of on the
It
same.
really is an energy. I mean, this whole room's full of energy, so it's what really attracts the soul. And
Yes.
I mean, I've been attracted to that ring ever since I got here. It's like sitting there going, wow.
Thank you. And I this is my everyday, because I've noticed the pieces I use myself are different from some of the pieces that I make, but at the same time, like, that's what talks to me too. And yeah.
So where do you find your pieces?
Oh my goodness, everywhere.
Yeah.
I like to break things apart, and I'm one of those people, I'll stand next to technology and it'll just want to explode. So I'm very blessed to have broken technology. I come across a lot of things, and I pick through garbage.
What attracts you?
Exactly. And sometimes you don't even know. Something says walk that way, you do, and boom, it's a gold mine. But in the last couple of years, it's reached a point where I'm struggling with space.
Yeah.
And people are knocking on my door, or we've had gallery projects where friends and acquaintances and neighbors are now collecting things from their work or from their homes or their children's broken technology and my neighbors. So I have things just showing up. It's been fabulous.
That's really starting with me as well. People show up like with boxes of things, and I'm like, great, thank you.
But that's
It's
when you
just
know,
kinda-
and you're just kind of opening that door, and you've allowed this to happen,
Right.
and from there, as long as you're receiving it, shows up. It's been amazing.
It really does. I mean, this whole adventure has only been a couple months with Raw for me, and it's just, I walked into a Raw show because one of my cousins is an artist, and who knew 2 months later.
You don't.
But I showed up, I walked through the door, and my whole life has changed, so it's pretty amazing.
And that's the great thing, like you meet one person that you have a vibration with. Like Raw was great, the artists were incredible, Michelle, who was organizing
Michelle's phenomenal.
They were fabulous, her and her family organizing it, and you know, it's great to make those long-term connections.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, Raw is just the support and them just reaching out to all the different avenues for you and opening doors for you that you might not know about, and introducing you to people in the industry. It's just been an incredible experience.
It's been awesome.
It really, really has.
Well, I'm excited. I'm definitely going to be following you and seeing where it goes.
Thank
and hopefully
you.
I'll see you in person next week.
Absolutely.
But wishing you the best with this.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Really appreciate it.
So people can check you out next Thursday, but also on the web. It's SofteeToughee.com.
SofteeToughieCreations.com.
And that's Softee and Toughee, like soft and tough, except with two E's at the end of each
Yeah.
word, right?
So it softens it just a little bit. It's also, they can reach me on Facebook at Jewellery Armstrong as well.
Julie Armstrong.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. So when's your next bike ride?
It's in August. So
To Ottawa and then Montreal, 6 days, right?
yeah, Toronto, Ottawa to Montreal. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So you go along
It's
the
for
lake.
the big Canada, the 150th anniversary.
That'll be
so
awesome.
it's a really
so you'll
big
be in
one
Ottawa
for
for
us.
that, right?
Yeah,
That'll be great. And so, like, where do you go up from the lake? Like,
Oh,
where
we
do you
have the
start?
whole route, and we're just working that out right now, working on our hotels and just kind of
Nice.
working on the whole path. And we're getting together as a team last week. We just had our kickoff ride, so it's really exciting. It's probably, I think, and I might be wrong, there was about 12 of us for a brand new group. And so, yeah, it's a new year for us. It's
Sounds
very,
like a
very
lot of
exciting.
fun.
Amazing.
Yeah,
It's going to be a good year.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a great year.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a fantastic year.
It's a great creative year.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's been decided, Hughes.
And the shift.
Don't forget, you've heard it here first.
Yeah, exactly. We said it first.
That's right.
Yeah. The new moon on the weekend.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Julie.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, we're gonna take just a little break, and we got Mel coming on the show, talking about hair. That should be good.
Awesome.
I'll just watch.
Yeah, because we don't know the full secret of what happens under there. I don't think I've ever seen you without a cap or that on.
It's funny. There used to
In
be a
the
time.
many years I've known this man.
Okay, we're gonna take a break now. We'll be right back. It's liquidlunch.channel.com.